Good morning, students. In our earlier class, we study different subatomic particles, electron, proton, neutron, and discharge tube, Thomson atomic model. Students, today we study about discovery of X-ray and radioactivity, Rutherford atomic model and its limitation. So at first we start who discover X-ray and how they are discovered. A scientist, students, Wilhelm Röntgen, means W. Röntgen, in 1895. When that time there is experiment are going on discharge tube, Sir by J.J. Thomson. When he take this discharge tube, in this discharge tube fitted two electrodes, both end, that are metal. One is anode, other is cathode, connected by high voltage, more than 10,000. So like these are discharge tube connected to vacuum pump. And apply high voltage in this, more than 10,000 volts. So cathode and this one anode, this side cathode, anode. This we already studied. When we apply, then remove all the gas, very high voltage, then some particles move from cathode to anode, and we placed on this plate and this on that side a chemical, that is zinc sulfide. That chemical we know fluorescent or phosphorescent. It means when any particle hit, then it's change glow. So students, what happened? A scientist, Wilhelm Röntgen, when these particles strikes on this anode surface, then what happened? Some radiations release, some particles release, and that particles outside the discharge tube also show phosphorescent and fluorescent. Phosphorescent and fluorescent means those substance, then the particle hit its glow formation. So when these particles strikes on this anode, then some radiations release. That radiation known as X-ray, given name by a scientist, that is W. Röntgen, Wilhelm Röntgen, and that radiation have like is electromagnetic radiation. They are neutral, they have no charge, they do not deflect any magnetic and electric field. They like gamma rays, very low wavelength, and that main characteristics, they can penetrate through the medium. So these X-ray in nowadays we use in our medical science, because they move in our body but they cannot move through the bones. So we get the skeleton of the bones. So easily find where is the bone is fracture. So in medicine industry these are very important. And now there is ray also known as X-ray, the name given by the scientist W. Röntgen. Students, how can the production of the X-ray? When this cathode ray strikes on this anode, then some radiation release. That radiation is X-ray. They have very low wavelength, they are electromagnetic radiation, they do not attract any side. A new term, that is radioactivity. Radioactivity. This given by a scientist, that is Henry Becquerel. Henry Becquerel. According to this scientist, those substances release radiation continuous known as radioactive substance, and that radiations are alpha, beta, gamma, delta, theta. So students, how can he explain? He take a substance like lead chamber. In this lead chamber filled some radioactive substance. That radioactive substance may be radium or polonium or any other substance, and then what happen? Then radiation release out. Some radiations move into direct. If you write a plate here, we placed this side a plate, either magnetic or electric field, and we write another plate this side. So what happened? These radiation move, some radiation move towards this side plate. Some radiation move towards this side plate, and some radiation move towards this side plate, and some are directly released out. Those radiation move towards positive plate. This is positive electric, magnetic field. So these are negatively charged. It means they are negatively charged. We know opposite charge attract to each other. So these are beta radiation, beta. They represent by beta. And those move towards negative plate. This one is negative plate. So these radiations are alpha. That is symbol alpha. Like this one, proportionality constant. And alpha is a helium nucleus. We can write helium atomic number, lower side we write atomic number, upper side you know mass number. But if you remove the 2 electron, that is helium nucleus. So alpha is helium nucleus, this one is alpha. And electron, beta is a electron we know, that is mass is 0, and atomic number we write -1, charge is -1. So electron represented by this, beta radiation represented by this e power 0 -1. So this one is beta particle. And students, those radiation, there is no deflection. Without deflection, they are gamma. Their name is gamma radiation, like this. This one beta, this alpha, that is symbol. So this phenomena, some substance release radiation continuous, that known as radioactive substance, and this phenomena known as radioactivity. Students, in Hindi, this known as radiodharmita, radiosakriyata. So the compounds like radium, polonium, actinium, thorium, these are radioactive. Uranium, they are radioactive substance, and they are released radiation continuous. Madame Curie and Pierre Curie, that is further detailed study about this radioactivity. We are not going in detail. We know what do you mean by radioactivity. Some substance release radiation continuous. They do not stop. This radiation continuous release. Some radiations are positively charged, some are negatively charged, and some have no charge. So those radiation move towards a negative plate. They indicates they are positively charged. So positively charged are alpha radiation. Those move towards a positive plate, they are negatively charged. They are beta radiation. So these are alpha, beta, and gamma radiation. So they have very high speed penetrating power. Suppose a person move 1 step, then this beta particle move 100 step, means beta particle have penetrating power, speed of the power is more than 100 times of alpha, 100 times of alpha. 100 times of alpha particle. If alpha move 1 step, this move 100 step. Suppose this 1 feet, this 100 feet, and this gamma is 1000 times. Gamma is 1000 times of alpha radiation. So that is penetrating power. And all these radiations are electromagnetic radiation. They move, they do not need any medium. They can move in vacuum also. The student, very important term, like X-ray, this gamma ray also have no deflection. This is not made by particles like this. So gamma and X-ray are similar. They are X-ray given by William Rontgen. They are neutral. Gamma also neutral. High penetrating power, high speed. So alpha have lowest speed, then beta 100 times and this 1000 times. So these three data we know. And helium students, we earlier class in 9th class, you know, helium have, we study in this chapter. This is nucleus and the electrons are revolved. So if we remove these electrons, this one is helium according to 9th class. If we remove this electron, then this convert into alphas. So this one is alpha particle, because earlier is a helium like this. Helium, you know, center of nucleus and 2 electrons. If we remove these 2 electrons, then this convert into alpha particle. So this one is alpha. So only alpha means helium nucleus. If we remove 2 electrons, then we get alpha particle. And detail we will study in physics and in chemistry in class 12th, that is nuclear chemistry. But now these days that unit or chapter also remove. But that is important term to understand alpha, beta and gamma. This is radioactivity. A scientist Henry Becquerel give between 1852 to 1908. This life span of the scientist during the Thomson times. This is radioactivity phenomena. So students, 2 terms like X-ray, discovery of X-ray and discovery of radioactivity. That times Thomson given atomic model, these phenomena are affected. So our next model is Rutherford model and depend on alpha scattering experiment. So before understanding of alpha Rutherford model, we need to understand this alpha particle. Students, our next experiment is Rutherford alpha scattering experiment. So according to this, we take a source of alpha particle surrounded by lead chamber, and we take another plate, that is a lead plate, and in this lead plate only a very thin pore, that lead plate. Lead metal is stopped to side of the, because this is have only thin pore on this. So this lead plate we use in the way of the alpha particle. And then this one is gold foil. Gold foil is a very thin foil, and students, like this I can show you a foil, that is this one actually aluminum foil. These are aluminum foil. In similar way, gold foil also very thin, means less than 100 nanometer. 100 nanometer thickness, very very thin, like less than this. So when you bombardment on alpha particle on gold foil, then what happen? Because we know alpha particles are positively charged, helium nucleus, and very high speed, high energy. They can pass easily because this is very thin and the alpha particle have very high speed. But what happens, students? When we run in a open ground, then easily can move. But when we run in a stone area and a grounded area and hurdle run race, then what happen? Our speed is decreased because there are hurdles like woods and the iron bars. So in similar way, when the particles, because this is made by particles, there is atoms, and according to Thomson, what happened? Positive part equal distribute in the atom, and this alpha is also a positive part, so it should be slightly speed decrease, some deflection, some deviation. But what happened? Some particle strikes on this way, and because this one is a photographic plate, this photographic plate, a chemical already layered, that you know, zinc sulfide. This chemical have special characteristics. Phosphorescence and fluorescence we already discussed. When this particle hit, then slightly glow formation. So easily can identify where is the hit. The particles move this sides or this sides. They strikes in this way. They easily can identify where the strikes. The particles are strikes which sides. But what happened? Almost particle out of 20,000 particle, 1 or 2 particles bounce back only. Some particles slightly deflection, and many particles pass through without deflection, without deviation, no hurdle. Their speed also no decrease. So the Rutherford astonished. What are the reason? Means model according to Thomson model. This one is Thomson model, plum pudding model. In this, positive part equally distributed, and what happened? Negative part embedded in this, like this Thomson. But what happened when the alpha particle move? Because this is positive part, so there is should be deflection. But the Rutherford found there is no deflection, no deviation. 90% molecule pass away without deflection, without deviation. Their path also not change. It means the Rutherford Thomson model is not correct. This resin model, plum pudding model is not correct. Why? Because positive part is not equally distributed. Positive part only a center part, that is nucleus. When the particles move near, then there is deflection and slightly change in their path. Almost 90% pass without deflection. For example, in a ground there is a barbed wire fence, and when we hit by any stone, then what happen? Students, many stones pass through the barbed, that is fencing. 1-2 stones only can hit. In similar way, if a blind person can through the stones in a barbed fencing wire, then what happen? Many stones are removed out. Like this, if I blinds, then particles are moved. When I hit this, then they strikes. In similar way, I again strikes, then it touch this. So these are alpha scattering, and they create on the spot. So this one is alpha scattering experiment, and he imagined the size of the particles, atoms, like nucleus. Nucleus size is, if you imagine our cricket ball, you know all our cricket ball size, then radius of the atom is 5 kilometer. And if you imagine the nucleus size is a domestic fly, students, you know domestic fly size very small, then our whole football ground is a atom. So now we discuss the conclusion of alpha scattering experiment. In this, when 90% element pass away through the straight line without deflection, it means atom is empty space. And a dense particle that have center present, that is known as nucleus. Now we conclusion of Rutherford alpha scattering experiment. So gold experiment we can understand like this. This is the atom, and when the particle move, there is no deflection because they pass through the straight line in this way. When they hit in this, there is no deflection. When the particle come nearer, then slightly deflection. When the particle come nearer, then slightly deviation. one or two particle direct hit, then it bounce back. Students, this one is at 180 degree, bounce back. Out of 20,000 particles, one particle is bounce back, and some are slightly deflection, and 90% is vacant. So he concludes atom is not like the Thomson model. Atom is not like at Thomson model. Atom is in this way solar system model. So Rutherford give that model name is solar system model of atom. According to that, center like solar system, center have sun and the planets are revolved around this. This one is solar system. So these are planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, like this. In similar way, atom also, center have nucleus and electrons are revolved like this. So this one is atom and this one is solar system. Solar system. In center of nucleus, that is sun. Sun is equal to this nucleus, that is dense part. And these are planets like electrons. Electrons are revolved around this nucleus in circular path. So these are, there is force of attraction between where? Electron and nucleus. How can they attract? That force known as electrostatic force of attraction, that is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Students, what is this? If we remove this sign of proportionality, then F is equal to K Q1 Q2 divided by R square. So this one is force, electrostatic force of attraction, and this K is a constant. Q1 and Q2 are charged on proton and electron, means nucleus and electron. Q1 means charge, either proton or electron, and R is distance between this nucleus and electron, internuclear distance, that is inversely proportional. In similar way, we know that is, according to solar system, gravitational force, that force also equal, directly proportional to mass of the object, mass of the planets and the sun, and inversely proportional to their square distance. Students, when we remove this sign, then this convert into gravitational constant G m1 m2 divided by R square. This gravitational force is equal to Coulombic force of attraction. Both are equal. So solar system model comparison, sun like in our solar system there is nucleus, and like electron like planets, and there is between force of attraction. And in this way, this is solar system model. 90% atom is vacant, center of nucleus. He find out size of the atom. Atom size is 10 to the power minus 10 meter. That is already given by Thomson. But he find the nucleus size. This nucleus size is 10 to the power minus 15 meter. That is very, very slow. Means 1 lakh times slower than that is atomic radius. So students, he imagine like this. If a size of the cricket ball, then atom radius is 5 kilometer. Suppose this is a cricket ball, then this radius is 5 kilometer. If like domestic fly, then our football ground. This one is imagination. So these are some solar system model and this hypothesis of the Bohr-Rutherford model. Now students, we find out its limitation or drawbacks of Rutherford model. Students, Rutherford alpha scattering experiment like this very thin gold foil, when he bombardment of alpha particle, then he say when you fire from a 15-inch artillery shell, then like Bofors stop, when it hits a tissue paper, it hits a very thin tissue paper and again attack on you. So that is the conclusion. According to this, center have dense part, that is nucleus, this one nucleus, and the electrons are revolved around this in fixed orbit. There are many other orbits, but that time a scientist, Maxwell Boltzmann, according to that scientist, if a charged object, this one is electron and this nucleus have electrostatic force already discussed, but this is a charge, and when it's rotate continuous, then what happen? Due to continuous rotation, there is body's acceleration. So due to this acceleration, what happen? Its energy release as well as electromagnetic radiation. Energy release as electromagnetic radiation. Then what happen when energy release? So its path is shrunk. This path come to nearer, it shrunk nearer to nucleus, and when after some time it come nearer like this, and further nearer. So it shrunk and come when near, then it collapse in nucleus. This phenomena occurs within 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. Students, very small of interval, many that is rotate many times and it come nearer to nucleus and collapse, but this is not happen. If this happen, then we are not safe in our Earth orbit. So this could not explain by Rutherford. It means Rutherford first drawback, he could not explain stability of atom. Stability of atom he could not explain. Why? But in solar system what is not happen? Because in solar system, like center have sun and the planets are revolved around that a fixed path, that is a fixed orbit. These are orbit, like this Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, these are. But why they do not move and they do not collapse? What are the reason? Because they are not charged. They are not charged object. And electron is a charged body. If a charge then rotate, then accelerate. Due to this acceleration, energy release as radiation. So path is shrunk. A near atom come into nearer to nucleus. Path is shrunk. So it come nearer to nucleus and after some time it collapse within 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. Very small interval this is happen. So he could not explain stability of atom. This is the main drawback. Other drawback, another imagination, if suppose the electron is not rotate, this electron is remaining as a fixed place like this, that is a fix as classical mechanics. Then what happen? There is a very strong force of attraction. That force known as Coulombic force of attraction. We already discussed K, Q1, Q2 divided by R square. Due to this force of attraction, that electron is not fixed, that is collapse. Also, if this is not movement, if this movement, then this happen. If not movement means fixed, we imagine electron is a fix, like planet. So that also not happen. So it means Rutherford could not explain stability of atom. First main drawback. Other drawbacks are, he could not find out how many electron rotate, number of electron. That is how many electron rotate in the one orbit. Third main drawback is that what is the energy, means when electron remaining near and far away, then which electron have more energy. So he could not find out what is the energy of the electron. Fourth, he could not explain hydrogen spectrum. Students, we will detail discuss in this chapter hydrogen spectrum and other element spectrum. So he could not explain hydrogen spectrum also. So these three are main drawbacks. First, he could not explain stability of atom. Second, he could not find out how many electrons rotate or revolute in one orbit. And third one, what is the energy of electron. Fourth one, he could not explain spectrum of atom, means hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen is a simplest atom. So these are the limitation of Rutherford. Students, tomorrow we will discuss about what is electromagnetic radiation and some earlier phenomena before the Bohr model. We already studied in class 9th what is Bohr model, but that model only schematic. This is we in further detail study tomorrow. And if you have any problem, then write in comment box and like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.